Hi, it's really an honor to be here and to participate in Solidarity. Thank you, NCEJN, for your organizing, and to all speakers and witnesses. My name is Shull. I am a public historian, a history professor at UNC Charlotte. I study U.S. foreign policy and empire, climate change and migration, and immigration enforcement. In the wake of my former husband being torn away by ICE during grad school, I've been especially committed to accompanying people in immigration detention and all seeking asylum and safe shelter, and documenting the environmental and climate crises of prisons and border militarism. I've been especially humbled to support students and communities in developing community archives and storytelling projects, including climate refugee stories and a project called Climate Inequality CLT for Charlotte. These are student-led and community collaborations that offer concepts of climate refuginess and environmental displacement as ways to connect peoples across time and place. Climate change impacts communities unequally, but it is coming for us all. ClimateInequalityCLT.com is a public history and community mapping project at UNC Charlotte inspired by a partnership with the Humanities Action Lab at Rutgers University and their Traveling Climates of Inequality project, through which our students and Charlotte teachers curated a museum exhibit. Charlotte's a corporate city, a hub of climate crimes that likes to erase its history, but our project lifts up a fuller truth of Charlotte's proud environmental justice organizing and how students, teachers, and schools have always been on the front lines of solutions. But we and public education are under attack. International and immigrant students, DEI, critical race theory, which is just code for the full truth of US history, are under attack. Research, budget cuts, firings, fear, silencing mount by the day. Most leadership that we can no longer trust first ran universities into the ground by running them like corporations, and now giving ground away from under us. But I'm really here to brag on our students. This testimony is a love letter to them and to all educators and our Charlotte EJ organization research collaborators, such as Ebony Lockett at Harvesting Humanity, Clean Air NC, Green Faith, Black Girl Environmentalist, former Mayor Jennifer Roberts, and the Charlotte Mecklenburg Climate Leaders. Our students have collaborated with them and local impacted experts to conduct oral histories of environmental justice leaders, to do archival research of industrial pollution, urban renewal, gentrification, documenting their own climate displacement and immigration stories, family, community cancer clusters, colonial pipeline spill, coal ash pollution, et cetera, conducting community science, citizen data collection, mapping federal data, collecting it. I could go on and on, restoring formerly enslaved grave sites. But finally, as an immigration historian in this moment, I want to end on the concept of sanctuary. Sanctuary means refuge, safety, something that we all hold sacred. At the height of the sanctuary movement in the 1980s, 500,000 participants organized across borders and interfaith communities, often called a new underground railroad, to coordinate to protect thousands of people from deportation and death from US-backed civil wars and genocide. A central movement was truth-telling, the collection of testimonies of immigrants and refugees. And just like this public hearing, this is what we need. To support public education, students, educators, historic preservationists, storytellers, cultural workers, to build and fund community-engaged research collaborations, if not in traditional school spaces, which may be eroding, in our own new sanctuary, freedom school spaces, and in public hearings like this, so that students and youth can keep